Alright, so today we are in OnShape. It is about a week and a half before Thanksgiving. We're going to start to get ready for some Christmas items, and I'm going to be demonstrating for you how to use one sketch to draw several different types of 3D shapes today. So we're going to go ahead and start out by coming right over. You've already gotten into OnShape and logged in, so we'll go right here to Create. We're going to go down and left click on Document. We're going to name this Christmas tree sketch, and you're going to follow my normal file saving method by doing a hyphen with your first initial followed by your last name. So, and hit left click on Create. So it's going to open us up into our draw panel on our draw screen. So we're going to start by doing a sketch and saving just that sketch, because I'm going to show you how we can use one sketch to basically generate multiple different shapes as we go. All right. We are going to start by coming up to our toolbar up here. We're going to left click on create a new sketch. Now you'll notice this gives us this pop-up window. The first thing that we want to do is select the sketch plane. And I'm going to come right over here to the front sketch plane. We notice we've got front, right, and top sketch plane. I'm going to go ahead and sketch on the front plane. All right, once we click that, so we are ready start sketching. However, we still have this isometric view, so let's come right over here to what's called the view cube, and I'm going to left click on the front of that view cube. Now basically I'm just going to draw 3 lines right now, so to create a triangle. So let's go ahead and we'll left click on your line drawing tool. So I'm going to go down here to the origin point till it highlights it. I will left click, move your cursor up. We will left click. Notice it now gives us the chance to dimension this. So I'm going to type in 4 and hit enter. Now notice there is a difference between the enter and clicking in this app, so make sure that you're following my command. We're going to come back down here. Now notice as soon as I get to this axis line, it kind of auto snaps to that axis, which is exactly what we want to do. So we're going to go ahead and left click on there. Notice now I'm still in the sketching tool, so now I'm going to come back over. We're going to complete the sketch by left clicking right there on the origin point. Now you'll see it is dimensioned and given us a ability dimension at 1.898. I want to change that. We're going to make that 1.75. So just use your number key pad and enter that and hit enter. So now we have that fully dimensioned as well. So we're going to come back now and do a couple more lines. So I'm just freestyling this. So we'll get into the line tool. And all I want you to do is come over here to the right side, left click, and draw over to the left side. Right click, left click to escape. So left click to confirm sketch 1. So that gets us out of the sketch. So don't worry about that. So I'm just kind of showing you. So we're going to go back right now to where it says sketch 1. So put your cursor on that. Let's right click, edit. So that gets us back into the sketch in case you accidentally check this sketch. All right, so we want to come back to our line tool here now. We're going to do the same thing. We want 2 of these lines here at this point. So we're going to right click and escape that line. Now we have to dimensionally constrain these lines. We basically are telling the sketch where we want this line to fall on this object. So I'm going to come back up here to my toolbar. Notice right here is my dimension tool. So I'm going to come back down now and we're going to say, all right, I want to dimension this from that line down to here, and we want this. So notice it gives us the auto snap here. I want this to be a 1-inch dimension. So we're going to do the same thing now with this line. So left click on that line, come down to your origin line, left click, and we are going to dimension this. So left click to place the dimension, 2 point, backspace that. Oh, I clicked the wrong button, not a big deal. Hit escape, double click on that. Now we can go 2.875. 2.875 is the dimension that I want for there. So, notice is this tree, we kind of want 4 branches, so to say. So let's go back. Let's add another line right here in the middle. I'm going to just place that. Right click to escape the line, and let's dimensionally constrain that too. So we'll go right here. So this dimension I want to be at 2 inches. So that one I did want to be at 2. All right. So that gets us our branches, so to say. We're going to kind of come back now and trim this out. So let's use the trim tool. Left click to select it. We're going to trim each of these out. There. All right. And now most trees are not going to kind of just come in here right like this. So we are going to need to kind of create some arcs here as well. So let's take a look, and we're going to come in now, and I'm going to use my arc tool. So notice we have a center point circle here. We've got a rectangle we could draw. In this case, our 3-point arc is right here. So I'm going to come and left click on my 3-point arc. We're going to go from here to here. So to place that, and now we want to kind of come back down around on the bottom. Now notice how it's auto snapping. If it auto snaps, you see there's a tangency point that is added. We don't really want that to be tangent, so we're going to stay away from that auto snap on this one. Left click to there. All right. Now I'm going to do the same thing on these other levels as well, but instead of clicking this point, we're going to kind of come in here just a little bit. So I'm going to collect and snap from here, and then I'm going to pick up here, and we'll move this. Doesn't matter what the arc is right now, we will sign that. So do the same thing here. So, and lastly, we're going to come right here and do the same thing there. Good. So let's go back now and trim some of this out. So I'm going to trim this. Our sketch is shape. So lastly, we also want to give some dimensions here on this, just to lock this in. You'll notice that some lines are black, some lines are blue. So what that is telling us is the black lines have been fully dimensioned, so and aren't going to kind of move around from you. The blue lines have not been dimensioned yet, so we got to go in and set some of these. So I'm going back, left clicking on my dimension tool. Now what I actually want to dimension in this case is going to be a distance from not of the, I could dimension the line overall, but right now what I'm more concerned with is the distance between these 2 points. So I'm going to left click here and left click on that endpoint. We'll go ahead and place this, and I want this dimension to be, we're going to go and make this 0.08. 80 thousandths, and hit enter. So notice that changes a little bit. We're going to progressively move this up, so I'm going to go from here to there. Now in this case I want this to be 0.100, 100 thousandths. So as I go now from this one to that one, we're going to go ahead and make this 150 thousandths. So kind of a logical progression as we go from one side to the other. So, and that locks those in place and gives us that geometry here too. Now, lastly, we're also going to dimension these radiuses. So the radius of our arc. So we're going to just kind of click on here. Notice that's, we'll make this 2.5. In this case, actually, yeah, 2.5 is good. So we'll select this one. In this case, we're going to make this one 2 point. So left click to place it. We'll make this one. We'll just make each of these equal. Click, left click to place 2.5. So notice how that moves some stuff in. Place this 2.5. And there we go. So those are all positioned as well. So now we still do need to dimension the distance of these lines. You can see we're not fully dimensioned yet, but we've got enough to make our actual point. So and drawing, but let's go ahead and quickly dimension these two. So I'm just going to click on the line. Come down, drop that dimension. We're going to say 1 point. In this case, we're going to do 1.25. So this one will be 1 inch. Here, notice it kind of gives it a little bit of a difference, and we can change this if we need to. This will be 0.75 on this dimension here, and that makes a pretty fat Christmas tree and doesn't quite look right, so not a big deal. We can just go back and change these out. So we're going to make this one 0.875 or 7/8 of an inch. Notice how that changes. And let's come back to this one. Let's make this 0.625 or 5/8. This kind of gives it a little bit of a difference in shape and volume. I'm not even liking the 0.625, so let's kind of double click on this and let's make that 0.5, half an inch overall. That looks a little bit better to me, so we'll go ahead and click finish here with that. And that completes our sketch. So we're going to go out now. So we've got the sketch finished, so just come back right up here to the OnShape, left click on there to go back to the beginning, so to our main menu, and this completes the sketch for this video right now.